I'm back. Let me remove this. Let me remove it. I just washed my face right this minute and thought to be live once again in this quarantine moment. So let me wait for you guys to come on live. As usual, I'm going to see if we can at least accumulate 20 people. Good afternoon, Cheryl. Cheryl Shanzala. I like your second. Your name is so nice. Good afternoon, darling. I want to see if we can accumulate a couple of people before we start our live today. Today, at least I have moisturized my lips. I've been killing you guys with dry lips. Yeah. Hello, Flossie Flo. You guys have nice names. Let's see how many people we're gonna accumulate before we start this video. Or maybe I will just start it and continue. Other people will catch us doing the video. Yeah, you guys, how has been your week? How has your week been? Mine, I'm still chilling. I'm still just here. Nothing. When you see the flights open, that is the only time you can ask me if my week has been interesting or not. But so far, we are well. Thank God. God is great. Jackie Mwenesi, hey, how are you? Guys, I want to react to, it's long time since I did a YouTube drama. The drama that is going on YouTube. Carol Ray, hey, how are you? It's been a long time because I have been feeling like I want to excuse myself from the YouTube drama. I want to, I want to be a church girl, a good girl, and all that, and evade the YouTube gossips and YouTube. But let me tell you guys, I want to be honest. YouTube, if you're not irrelevant if you don't give people gossips and drama. You are just not irrelevant. No one will watch your videos. And I am not into makeup. I'm not interested in watching this kind of videos like makeup, cook, come and watch me cook. I don't know. So these are the only videos that give me views, especially when I used to make videos like this. I get views because you have to see exactly what is trending for people to want to listen your point of view. And it seems like sometimes my point of view matters and people want to listen to my point of view. So hello Omorunyi Osaze, or you guys, your names, okay. Your names are amazing. So guys, I don't know if you guys have watched a lady by the name Mariam Shumate. Mel Hamoud. Skin is popping. Thank you, love. It's popping. I'm using acne.org products. I have a couple of, I break out whenever I have my lady days, but that's it. But as far as the acne is concerned, it's getting better. So yeah, guys, I don't know if you guys have watched a lady by the name Mariam Shumate. So she is a very very vocal lady from Nigeria, and she was having a YouTube channel here, and they were one of those people who are like the gang who like like they have a YouTube community where they are advertising or they are promoting positivity when it comes to they want to encourage their followers. Their diehard followers are the people who like to see Black women being loved by non-Black men, So this is the kind of YouTube channel that she was promoting. And her channel was based on family and all that jazz. And there are people who like to see And I just want to be, guys, in my videos, I want to be outright honest. Honest, and honest. Some of us do not appreciate our features. First of all, it starts with ourselves. And when I say us, I say me included. We have not been, our parents did not instill self-esteem in us to appreciate our features or even to look at our features as outstanding or as beautiful. So you find that for me, I have learned that when I have a kid, I will instill high self-esteem in her since she's a little girl. I'll tell her how beautiful she is. I'll tell her how gorgeous her skin is. I'll tell her how gorgeous her hair is. I'll tell her how gorgeous, like I will encourage her and instill high self-esteem in my child, telling her how beautiful she is from the time she's young. And I want her to grow up having a good, good instill like a good self-image of herself, and I want to encourage her every day to look at the mirror and say that she is valuable, she is lovable, she is competent, she is of purpose, she is of virtue, she is of integrity, she is of honor, she is of, this is the kind of things I want to instill in the kid, that the seed of my womb. So I know that a lot of us African women, we were born with people who just didn't care to, they didn't think that there was anything like this. So when you find especially the darkest skin girls with the most African features, they were never loved, especially in our family. If let's say somebody came out in your family who was a little bit of brown skin, she was much favored and she was much talked good about, or she was much highly esteemed. And you were told, like, you just move, your features are not good enough to be highly esteemed. So anyway, where I'm coming from with this background, is that the Mariam Shumate is amongst the girls who are really, really dark skinned, that in our society, some men don't regard them as beautiful. And in most cases, they grow up not thinking that they are beautiful until they go to America, or they come out of Kenya, or they come out of Africa. Then they find somebody who love them. For example, Mariam Shumate found a guy, as in get out of US and came, Nigeria, through sponsorship via playing basketball. She's a tall lady, very strong, masculine looking lady, who's very outspoken and very strong personality. So I don't know, I didn't really watch how she met that man, but seems like the guy was either younger or they were, I don't know, younger. But because she was looking for love, just like most of us, we are looking for love, we want to be loved. So we had the idea that love, we might be loved better when we find a white man. In most cases, we associate them with light, because you see, Jesus is white. In most cases, we associate them with light, goodness, love, prosperity, not darkness. Only good thing can come from out of them. So then she found a love, somebody whom she expected to love. But then she didn't really feel the fact, like most of us, you guys, when I say her, most of us, I include myself in the story, because I once also had the absolute mindset that I can only be loved if a white man, with a white man, that an African man cannot love me. And I told you that because of my previous experiences of rejection, molestation, and abandonment by my father, and all these stories. So I was convinced in my mind and heart that a black fellow African men has no love for me. So I was looking for a savior. So the savior was the only love that I had pictured in my mind. Therefore, it's not like the thing is, there's a lot of African women who are in this type of relationships and they are in so much denial. And when I talk the way I do, usually these girls, they get so defensive and they start abusing me. They cause a lot of drama in my comment section saying that I'm bitter, because my love, my relationship with the white man didn't last or didn't work or whatnot. Well, I'm not dashing anybody's dream to find a good, loving man, whether it is a white man or a black man. It doesn't matter. So this girl found love in the US when she got to the US to play basketball through scholarship. And she was good at what she did. And she's a very hardworking woman, not necessarily having a career, but she can speak and she can address people, and she's very strong mentor. She found herself as a mentor. The way she talks, she's very strong and she's very convincing. So probably she convinced this man to stay with her. And it was toxic from the word go. When I started watching them, I just saw something in their relationship that I personally felt like something was a bit off, because I felt like the guy himself was very childish, just muscular with meat and air inside her stomach, but really nothing in there. He was not he didn't take responsibility. He was not going to work. He was basically just a boy in his father's, staying in his father's basement. And also, who is the African woman not to take? She took this type of a man and she put him under her wings, and she was praising him, my my hard and die beautiful man. She was always coming on camera and saying how beautiful her man was, and my sweet, lovely, beautiful husband on YouTube channel. So guys, I will read what you guys have spoken, but let me just give you guys the backstory of this. So then this girl finds this man with all the red flags on earth, but she still managed to take this guy and start having babies with this guy, marriage and all that. So the thing is, what I want to say is, because now she's make a video and she's given the entire story of what happened, because she disappeared from YouTube, and so in some comment section I saw people talking about her, but because I was subscribed to her channel, so I went to check because I never saw notification from her video. So I was wondering, why are people saying that she's disappeared, she deleted her channel? When I went, I found her channel, but it was not, it seems like her channel was not there. I couldn't find her channel. So it seems like her channel was temporarily put on private. So I didn't know what she was going through. It was those days when a lot of interrelationships were breaking on social media, and there was a lot of negativity surrounding. But anyway, I saw people talking about her, but I didn't pay attention. Just to open YouTube again and to get notification from other people now talking about her and saying that she's getting a divorce and all that. Then I went to her channel again to try and see if she's back there. Only actually activated her videos, and now she was making videos talking and giving her side of the story, because apparently the guy had been saying some nasty things about her, and a lot of internet trolls or people have been accusing her of being a scam and a fraud and a lot of things. Like, she was going through a lot of negativity in her life. We didn't know that the reason why she disabled her her YouTube altogether was also because. So then I've been in such a toxic, let's say, you are looking for love, you fail to notice what type of love is love, because all we have been raised up seeing, for example, me, I came from a broken home. I watched my parents not in good terms. I never saw them sit having coffee together. I never saw them laugh. I don't even know how those people conceived us, to be honest, because they were always, every time I saw them, they were always fighting. And we don't know the meaning, that we have no idea of what love is. So a lot of us just take whatever comes, and we ignore a lot of red flags. As in, for me, when I first met the guy that I was dating, that is, now I'm giving you my story, I was a bit, he came and I was like, well, he was too good to be true to start with, because I remember we met online and it was too good to be true. Everything went so smooth, to an extent I started being suspicious. I was telling the back of my mind, like, oh, there's a lot. It was so good, to an extent the guy gave me password to his Amazon account, so that if I want anything, I can just go and buy it. Like, he was very generous man. But I couldn't. I didn't buy it because I wanted him to see me as, I'm not looking for money. I'm looking for something more than that, because I have my own money. So he gave me password to go buy stuff from his Amazon. I never bought even one thing from his Amazon. His Amazon was linked with his credit card, so I could buy anything. And he was good like that. So I fall for him being so good to me, at first telling you all the sweet nothings. And when I asked about his previous marriage, because he was married before, and he was telling me, giving me all these stories about how horrible the woman was, not even telling me what made, like, how did he contribute towards the woman being, towards, like, because I believe that a marriage or relationship takes two people, and you cannot just blame one part, and your whatever you contributed towards, but on his part he seemed like an angel. So the problem, have a very bad hate their father, they added, all these things. That's a red flag. That I also just said, you know what, I also come from a broken family, and sometimes parents can be toxic. Like, I gave it a lot of excuses, and I gave him a chance, and I was like, let me just see, because everyone have men out here, and I'm the one who always put my guard up, and I will find myself having no one at all, because I always put my guard and refuse to give people a chance. So I gave the German guy a chance, and I gave it a chance, but at first I wasn't in love. I was giving it a chance for love to grow afterwards. But then when we met, and then he came to visit me, and he asked me to get married to him and all that. As time goes by, I started getting attracted to him, and I couldn't tell you exactly what attracted me to him. I just said at first he was so sweet and he was so nice, and I just didn't see what could go wrong, you know. But a lot of red flag I sort of just ignored. I ignored a lot of red flag. And you'd ask me, what part did you do wrong that you could? Because for me, I was trying to be like, treat the relationship like an egg, like it is something that is not easy to come. So when I find it, I want to treat it so good, to an extent I don't want it to slip off my hand. I want to until I know for sure that he is the man that God has for me to even be intimate with him. So he was telling me things like, the ladies like you is not easy to come about. So I really like the fact that you are celibate, and I like the fact that you don't just jump into bed with people, because I've never found a girl like that. And I thought all my relationships have been jumping into bed too soon. That made them not work. So let me wait with you, and see how this one goes. So he was sort of trying to see how long I would wait, like how long he can manipulate me until I actually give in and remove my pants to him. But Anyway, so there was a lot of red flags that happened, but I was still giving love a chance. I let love lead, just the same as Mariam's Shumate. There was a lot of red flag, but she was ready to break her back because she don't know what, she's never felt it, and she has never experienced it even when she was growing up, for her to even notice real love when it comes. So she took whatever came. The guy was never working. She was breaking her back to make sure she fed the guy together with her children. And on top of it, you know what? I don't want you to feel like I am dealing Mariam. I'm just saying that I was in a relationship that was very toxic, but I gave it a chance. But now listening to Mariam's side of the story, without, okay, I never listened to the guy's side of story, but listening to her side of the story, I could see a little bit of her in me. I could see a little bit of how I ignored a lot of red flag because I just believed that there was nothing that could go wrong with this, with people other than Africans, who I just knew that because love was never found in Africa, I could only find love outside Africa. So yeah, because the only thing I ever experienced when I was living in Africa was pain and rejection and all this. So yeah, so then this woman was just like, now that she's come out and told people what she was going through, it makes you believe that not all the things that you see on the social media, you can bank on them and you can say, oh well, things are going, just because I said I have a sweet, handsome, gorgeous man, then you can just take that and then think that my marriage is amazing. Because now when you look at her and you look at the way things have turned out for her, first of all, as a woman, I want to tell you one thing before you actually open your leg to let any man ejaculate inside you. You have to know, you have to set up a goal for yourself. You have to at least have a roof on top of your head that you are responsible for, you know. Forget, especially when there is red flags, don't ignore these red flags. As an African woman, you came from hardship enough not to sleep on your, not to be, wake up. Let your one, sleep with one eye open and always be keen. And red flags and the God-given intuitions that God gave us are very strong and alert, that I am telling you, I don't know the reason why we usually ignore. That is why you're bitter. Well, that is not your story to tell. Let me give my story, exactly what happened. And I'm sure the lady whom my ex left always also have her side of the story. So let's give our story. You have your own story. You cannot take my story and then twist it. And then because you're mad for me speaking my truth. It doesn't work like that. So this lady is like, she she was praising a man who is good for nothing, in a sense that he was not working, he was living in his father's basement. And you still choose to marry this man, you still choose to let him ejaculate inside you, to bring children inside this world with this type of arrangement of basement living, of his father's bedroom renting. What is this? Doesn't make sense. And again, never ever mix business with this kind of people after you've seen this red flag from the word go. This lady said that she saw the red flag in 2 years ago or 3 years ago or whatever. And the red flag that she saw, she was apologizing for. She said, I'm so sorry for speaking my mind, having seen this red flag. She was saying that the guy was banking on a certain job, and it was the police post job. You cannot be a police with psychological problems. They will give you psychological test and you will fail it. So this man banked on being a police with a horrible psychological problem. So he was not working on his psychological mentality, yet he want to be a policeman. How? So then this guy goes to the policeman interview and fails it. And then comes home and now gives the girl attitude and become mean and become abusive and become all sorts of nasty in the house. Now they already have children. The children are all watching this atmosphere and feeling the nastiness going on at home. Then this lady stands up and says, be a man enough, find a job, take care of your family. You have a family to feed. You have be a man enough, stand up for yourself. And then the man gets upset. What you said to me is very upsetting. How dare you tell me to go look for a job? How dare you tell me to go take care of my family that much? How dare The white man was very upset. How dare you think that I am your savior? How dare you take me as a savior? Why do you? Then the guy tells her all sorts of things. Actually, I don't love you anymore because you tell me this. I never loved you. I never loved you. I don't like you. I don't want you. So this is a red flag that this girl would like be humble about and go back into her shell and then apologize. I am so sorry for telling you that. I've been crazy now. You already have children and first of all, you are having a very successful YouTube. Then you give this man access to your YouTube. You give her all your passwords and you taragasha. Your taragasha is like leave your things in open, Your mobiles were in open with all passwords and all. And the thing with the YouTube is like, it's connected to Google, it's connected to your emails, it's connected to your AdSense, it's connected to everything. So when someone get access to your YouTube, they screw up your entire career if the YouTube was where you are getting your main money. So they screw everything. So guess what? This lady had seen all the red flags in the world, but still was putting this man under her armpit like a pass. Like, oh, he's white. How dare I let him leave me? How dare I let him leave me? So, even though he is rotten, even though he is psychologically mistreating you, even though he gets physical, his family brother is trying to beat you and everyone is disrespecting you. You are living inside this man's family home since you got married for the last, 6 or 7 years. How is that not toxic? And how is that a positive living? That you will not leave your eyes one eye open. And you will just sit there and also make peck and have 1, 2, 3 children. Well, one of her child passed away, may God bless her. But at the same time, you will lay down with this man again and again. First of all, you are in a land where a lot of people will dream to be in that America of yours. A land of opportunity, where people take 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs, toil and suffer. There's a lot of women, African women who've come from Kenya and all over the world and gone to America, and now they are holding top posts. They are working, not nursing, not what, and they are doing everything, so long as they have a roof on top of their own heads. One thing that you must know is that the minute you give a man the key to your entire life, sit back and wait for your downfall. And especially Lord Batimol. You don't just trust Lord Batimol, my friend. These people were groomed from day A. There is always a racist bone in them. Whether you like it or not, you are still black. Your children are black. So long as they are mixed with black, they are black. You cannot sleep with one eye, all your eyes closed when you're in these people's homes and you're sharing bed with these people. You have to be the smart one. I wonder how you guys were colonized. It's because you were sleeping with both your eyes closed. This is how the colonization started. Oh, you're very happy. I am with my Savior. My Savior will never disappoint me. My Savior will never abandon me. Yeah? Now what has the Savior done? The Savior was good for nothing. The Savior himself could not find a job. She was toiling and feeding the Savior together with the family, living in the basement with the family. Meanwhile, on YouTube, the positivity about the interracial relationship was going like wildfire. Look at us. We are very happy we are married to white men. Chofia, let me tell you something. The minute these women are opening this YouTube, there is always an agenda behind it. It's not, sometimes it's not the reason behind them opening this YouTube has a lot of questions. Channels has a lot of questions, you know, and not only for them, but because of the other one also. They want to bank, they want to capitalize over this without opening their both eyes. Now see what this man has done. This man has hacked her both all her accounts, and this was the only place where she was getting her income, where she has children, for crying out loud. Eh? You are already living in the basement of this man's house. How deep can that be? How deep? With your children, and still you accept this man to have will destroy your life like this. Now you willing people, oh yeah, give me rent now. I need money for rent. So now you're crying, telling everyone, give me money for rent. Meanwhile, a lot of people have already labeled you as a fraud. The Savior himself have already dismantled your name on this same online that you had brought your family out for. Children is now involved. Children will hurt just because we have refused to open our brains and think like adults. So now you are going to open your big mouth and tell me that I am bitter that a white man left me. I am, when someone is saying the truth, sit down as women, put a meeting and sit down. I'm telling you, these men, they are not, you are not blood related. I tell my friend all the time, I tell her, even though you're married, even though I know you're happy, even though I know everything is going well, but always have a backup plan. I don't want to be a party pooper, but I tell ladies this. I tell them, always have a backup plan. This man is not joined with you inside the bone to an extent you inseparable. Anything can happen in this God-given earth that we are living. That you will find someone just decides that, oh. So now the lady, she's lost her YouTube channel. Not only that, she's lost all her followers, and this person has now hacked her channel and put this rubbish video game. As we speak now, he's posting these video games on this lady's channel. Her channel was called Mariam Shoemate, but even now she made us another channel. But even in this channel, she put her profile picture with this man's picture. Yet this man has told her, I don't want you. I do not want you. I do not love you. I want a divorce. You are actually good for nothing. Nobody love you. You have no one is for you. You are alone and you are bullshit. This man will open this mouth and she's saying, this lady was saying, he's saying to me this, but just yesterday, the night previously, we had sex, hot sex. We had it. And he was very sad. My friend, let me tell you something. Sex don't keep a man. Being humble don't keep a man. Being nice and being what don't keep a man. You no, what not, no, you know. You don't have the gold-coated punami, my friend, that will keep a man. A man who don't want to be kept will eventually not be kept. When I speak, you say, but Naloti can press, have mouth diarrhea. I don't have mouth diarrhea now. I speak the truth. he cannot be kept. You only, meanwhile, the guy is polygamous. He's going around, carrying everyone around him. Take care of your body, please. And now you have a son and you have a daughter. Take care of this, your children now. And I don't know how your life is going to be now. As we speak now, these people are planning to destroy her. But she's still hiding inside their house basement. This man has already told you, go, I don't want you. You know when someone, when someone say, I don't want you, like, I don't want you, go. And you still find yourself in their basement. My friend, now don't even sleep with two of your eyes closed. Now listen, it's deep now. You have to be very careful for your children. And again, you have gone online. This lady have gone online, have spoken things about this man. This is how the devil can find pathway to somebody's heart and see you as the enemy and do something horrible to you. And it's very bad because America, everyone have a gun. You cannot sleep inside there. I know it's Corona times and there is nowhere you can go, but these people can do anything to you at the moment. And I know that a lot of people are now questioning her and are laughing and making videos saying, oh, she's asking for rent, money. I'm telling you, if you can be able to help this woman, go help her. And please, don't bank on her misfortune and say, oh, look at her. Look at her now, she's yelling and asking people for rent money. It can happen for anybody, that you can be left without a backup plan. A man can leave you with, but then what was this man for? You know, this man was, right now, she's saying that I cannot even get, because now she's looking to buy a house, which is a good idea, because she was saying that the reason why she wants to buy a house is because she'd rather pay, she don't want to pay rent, because rent is gonna be, she wants something costing $700, but she can also get a mortgage with a small house whereby she's allowed to pay $700 per month and no down payment. So for me, this actually makes sense. This makes sense if she can get a mortgage by just not paying any down payment, but she needs somebody's signature, and she wanted to use this man's signature or this man's something. I don't know if this man's father have some money in the account. They wanted somebody who have some big pension or big money in the account, sign off whatever is a mortgage for her, so that, I don't understand. You can sign off for somebody's mortgage without knowing someone. She's asking the online friends, online people, to sign off using their credit card so that she can get a house to stay in. Make that make sense. If, God forbid, she failed to pay, the card is already linked to this, what will happen to your finances? My friend, I didn't go to to school to learn economics. But can somebody explain to me? Are you there? Can you explain to me what can happen to somebody's finances if someone decide to give a stranger their credit card details to actually pay for mortgage? I don't understand. See, she did a GoFundMe, I know. Well, forget GoFundMe. After the GoFundMe, she was also asking for somebody to give their credit card details and everything so that she can be able to be allowed to take mortgage without down payment. No, it doesn't make sense. And I don't think anybody can do that unless it's a family, close family members who know her address and know everything. So all this makes people now think that she's a fraud. Apart from this, other people have been talking and saying she's a fraud. I think it's okay for her to ask for GoFundMe and to tell people to help her get money so that she can pay rent, even if it is 6 months in advance, so that she can get stabilized, because I know that she's a very hardworking lady. She's just naive and silly enough to have had this man sit on her money and do whatever she likes with her finances and then kick her out after eating all her money. And the guy was a jealous guy who didn't want to see her succeed. She got a lot of business opportunity, but this guy was very jealous for her and, was demeaning her and making her feel like she's nothing. First of all, YouTube itself can be somebody's career if this person knows how to link YouTube to other business accounts, a lot of things that she was doing. But then this guy was just looking for a way to destabilize her totally. And now excuse me, American women, if you cannot sleep with one eye closed in your own land, what make you think that you can trust a whole grown colonizer with your life, together with the seed of opening your uterus, letting them ejaculate inside, and having children now suffer just because of this same colonizer? You know that this guy wasn't smart. You know that this guy was a good for nothing person who was not even working or doing anything. Yet you are trying to have children with him like there was no gonna be tomorrow. Have at least one and say, okay, I have one, let me keep this one in my pocket, I can suffer with this one. But God forbid there were three. All these children now, no home to go to, no proper career. You are in America. America is a place where someone can be only 1 second away to being homeless. 1 second away. If you actually, like, your finances can be ruined in America. Like, America is not a joke place that you can just sleep with one eye closed and let a colonizer do this kind of things to you. You have to wake up. And when I say a colonizer, I mean literally. Literally. Please don't bother me. Don't say that I am being rude. I'm just saying the truth now. Because what do you call this kind of people? Who are doing this and then telling you, go with your children, I don't know where you will go. You are a nobody. You are ugly, no one will love you. You're not lovable. You're not valuable. You're not even competent. Look at you. Who will love you now? Look at you, Hansha, from head to toe. Who will love you? And they have already laid down with you. And they have already taken children. It's very good. They are getting erection. These people get erection with these good for nothing people that they say is good for nothing. How do you get an erection with somebody that you're saying is not valuable? Yet after you get erection, after this lady have dealt with you accordingly in bed. Hey, my friend, let me tell you, ladies, being good in bed does not keep men. It does not, oh. It does not. I know very, very many ladies who always profess of themselves being the best in bed. The best of the best in bed. But still they end up being abandoned with children. Tell me, what is that? If a man don't want to be kept, you cannot keep this man. How many times do I tell you? It doesn't matter if you are married to the best man on earth. Have your own finances aligned. Have your own things somewhere, aligned. So let me read what you guys are saying. I am doing well, Jane Karaoke. I saw story, poor girl, and you are right. She is strong and she will come through in God's. I know that she will come through. First of all, she cannot just trust. And there is no way that she's still very naive. She still have this mentality that I don't know where she got it from, but it's a very bad mentality. You cannot stay with a man in their father's basement, marry them, leave alone produce children with this man. You cannot allow yourself to be like this. And even if you find a man is like this, be the breadwinner and make sure you have a roof on top of your head for your children. Okay, let him be a toy boy who comes and helps you or whatnot. There's a lot of women who've married men. So she married that man. Okay. So she married this man because for me, this is not, he did not marry her. She is the one who married this man and kept him. She is, even right now, she's willing to keep this man still. She's still waiting for this man to come back to his senses and come back and tell him, you know, I love you, let's work this out. She's still waiting for this good for nothing person. God forbid. So let me see. And Rochelle, and I see also a lot of people, a lot of guys are now talking, and I don't get it. Slavery did not hurt last in America, but also left American wounded. We should take a close look at history and the damages. Yes. I live in the UK, London, and I have a cousin who is married to Mzungu, and he treats so badly, openly having affairs, including black friends. Yeah, what is that? Like, seriously? Corinne, Corinne Flavor. Hello, African Queen. Hello, darling. How are you doing? Odesani is saying the people were not mentally strong to resist. Happily Breast Week. I am doing fine. Hello, sis. When a divorced man starts telling you all the bad things about the women, auntie, think twice. Exactly. But still, was I able to think twice? I wasn't. Me, I only saw love. I said love will win at the end of the day. But there is no way love can win if you don't open both your eyes, my friend. There is no way. Love is only a fairy tale. It's only fairy tale. There has to be both people willing to keep each other and to act accordingly. Not only one person. But let me tell you guys, my ex, I can give him, he was a very generous man. He was extremely generous man. But there was just something about him that couldn't, I don't know, like I want to give you a little story. There was a time I had gone to visit him in Germany, and then first of all, before I went to Germany, there was a fight that he was having with me over Skype, the silliest fight. He just started picking up a fight with me, and he could just pick up random crazy fights over literally something so light. So I was telling him that I cannot have Schengen multiple entry visa to Germany. Germany being the port of entry. They cannot, I can only have a Schengen visa, which the visa was it 30 days visa? Was it a 2 month or a month visa? I can't remember, I have to check. I told her it's not multiple entry, it's only single entry. Oh no, it's a multiple entry Schengen visa, yes, but port of entry is Germany. And I cannot, with my passport, I cannot leave Germany, go to France, and go to Switzerland, go to, because he was telling me that I want you when you come to Germany so we can have a road trip or a trip to cross borders. So I told him the visa that I have, port of entry is Germany, and I don't have, my passport is not allowed to just go around Europe, If I have port of entry in Germany, I'm only allowed to be around Germany, even though it's a Schengen visa. So I was trying to explain to him, but he couldn't understand. He was like, you are so dumb. He was like telling me I'm dumb, I'm stupid. Why am I not understanding that he wants me to have a visa that will allow me to go around all over Europe? And I'm like, I don't have German passport that I can be allowed to go all over Europe. Why don't you understand this? So I explained we were having a conversation fighting over this for like 3, 4 or 5 hours, just having the same conversation. But in the entire conversation, he was telling me, nobody can love you with this kind of not understanding attitude. And I'm trying to explain, like, you are not explaining anything that is understandable. It's not understandable. You know, so we were fighting over this. So he told me so many mean things, so many mean things. Me, I'm trying to be like, the girlfriend who is understanding, who is trying to like lick his ass, because I'm licking your ass as much as possible. After all, I'm coming to visit you in Jam, and I cannot understand why I'm coming to visit you in a few days time, and you're having such a heated argument and quarrel with me, I told him, you should be happy that I'm actually coming to visit you, and you should look forward to seeing me, not having these petty fights with me over here. I already have the visa. There's no way I can change the visa. This is the visa that I'm coming with. So stop yelling and just give me a break over here. So he was still very upset over that. Then everything went fine. We talked and everything went fine. Then again, when he was picking me up at the airport in Germany, when I alighted, we were driving. He was driving, obviously, because he picked me up from Munich and we were going to Stuttgart. So we were driving, and he started having road rage with me in the car. This is my first visit, Christmas visit that I had with him. Supposed to be a happy lovey-dovey, we saw each other finally, la la la. But he started having road rage on the road with a lady who was apparently supposed to be, he took that lady's lane. I know exactly what he did because I saw it. He was telling me that, look, the way I want to make this lady, tremble on the road, I told him, please don't start. I just want to go home and. Then he started going to this girl's lane and doing like this, his car, trying to manipulate and trying to like drive literally like this. I told her, what are you doing? Then this girl got upset and drove off, but did give him a middle finger. Then he said, you will know who I am. So he started chasing this girl on the road. And then he chased her to an extent. He hit her car. He harassed this girl on the road. God is my witness. He hit this girl's car. So when we were now waiting for the police to arrive, now he ruined everything because of this petty. Why are you being so petty? Like, seriously, I don't get it. The day you picked me up, you're supposed to be on your best behavior, but you are showing off with this narcissistic, stupid behavior. So then he behaved like this and the police came. So when the police came, I was supposed to be a witness, but I hadn't been coached on what to tell the police, okay? So I want to be honest. So when the police came, the police asked me, what did you see happen? I said that he hit her. Yes, I said it. I said that he actually hit her. And he hit her for fun. I said it because I don't like this kind of character. And then after that, you cannot imagine how much there was a fight. He said to me, excuse me, I'm with you here. I'm your boyfriend. You need to support me. I said, I cannot support that type of wickedness. What were you trying to kill that woman for on the road while you were just picking me up from there? What is this teenage behavior? Not even a teenager can behave like this. Why are you behaving like this? So from the time I was visiting her until the day I left Germany, there was a lot of drama, sometimes he's so happy, he's over the moon, we are perfect, everything is good. But sometimes his mood just goes down and he's yelling and he's like looking for his passport. Like he said, you came here, all of a sudden now my passport is missing. He accused me of stealing his passport. I said, what will I do with your passport? I have my own Kaliwali Wahala African passport. I would go to Africa anytime. I don't care. I don't want to stay in Germany. So why would I steal your passport? He started yelling, this is the reason why I don't want people coming into my house. Now see my things, blah, blah, blah. And then there was another time I was vacuuming and cleaning his house. And because I had lived there for maybe I was there for 2 weeks. So I was vacuuming and cleaning, like you need to clean the house, like I was just cleaning normal because I didn't have anything to do. Then the Hoover went and switched on his TV or his stereo, like his radio. You have no idea how he yelled at me for that. I swear I was almost picking up my bags and leaving Germany because I had my ticket with me. I was almost picking up my bags. But again, I ignored the red flags. I let love win. I was like, you know what? Just let love win. Just let love win. Then he was just like acting like this, and it was on and off and on and off. And also when we were in Kenya, it's on and off and on and off. But I was taking this, and I did not want to leave this. I was like, I'm now in love with him already. He's acting like this, but yeah, that's who he is. And I tolerated that nonsense. Can you imagine? I tolerated that nonsense. It reached a point one day when we were sitting and I could not literally see him being the father of my children. I said, I don't see this man. Just in my heart, I saw it, you know. But people were like, oh, you know, this one is, she's so lucky she found a white man, nah, 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 nah. But me, what I'm going through in that relationship itself, the people who are jealous over who are jealous for me over that relationship, I have his number. I can give them. They can go and pursue him. Then they will see if they will treat them differently than the way he treated me, you know. And then these stupid women still come, oh, you are just jealous because a white man left you. What white man is that? Like, what is that? Doesn't make sense to me. Like, you'd rather your fellow women stay in a relationship that is toxic. If that relationship broke, then she is a loser. She cannot find a man, you know. May God watch over you. For the people who think like this, may God watch over you, you know. And anyway, what are you guys saying? I think this video is taking too long. So that is the relationship that I was in. And he will tell you guys, he will give you guys a story, because he will give you guys his side of the story as well. But my side of the story is that, and it wasn't a good one, I'm telling you guys. So a lot of us usually tolerate nonsense from people. So let me see what you guys are saying so that I can read all you saying so that I can leave, because this video has taken a bit quite some time. Guys, one thing I know is that don't ignore red flag from guys. Just don't. What are you? So he was crazy and wanted to be a cop. Exactly. He wanted to be a cop, and his psychological was evaluated and he failed the test. Then he started blaming that girl. And there is no way for me, I cannot actually, I know that there's two sides of the story, but I'll listen to the girl first, because I am a woman and there is no African woman who wants to keep a man. She really wanted to keep that man. To an extent, she was taking him, having no job, having nothing, but she wanted to take him. But still, that man, sometimes when she's too good and she was a backbone and she was bending her back for him, like, tell me, why exactly at his age doesn't he have a place called home for his family? If he is a good man and now you want to blame this African woman, you can blame her all you want, I don't care. Because always when something like that breaks, it's an African woman's fault. And for me, I've been there and I've known that. And I'm too smart for me to actually just believe that he is the one, she is the one in at fault. I cannot believe it. First of all, show me what was he doing with his life for me to believe that he took care of her, he did everything, he put a roof over her head, and the mistake was a woman. Tell me, show me first. I want to see. Then I will believe that she was crazy. Actually, let me see. Okay, so women tend to ignore red flags because we think when we let go, we wouldn't get another man. Women, don't be deceived. Men are not scarce. Yeah, like getting proper men is not an easy thing as well, because I know a lady who actually the guy cheated on her a couple of times and multiple times, but because the guy actually cheated on her and went and married another woman, leaving her pregnant, you know, and now she's raising these children by herself, and she's been raising these children by herself for the last 10 years. But because of the neighbors and the people telling her, oh, you are a prostitute, you're good for nothing, how come you're having children without husband? People don't know her story. So she's seeing, like, especially the women who have husbands, they look down on single mothers. So people were looking down at her to an extent she wanted to commit suicide. to kill, harm herself. So then she was going around about, and she was like, I'm going to, I cannot go with this ridicule in the society and la la la. And the guy is good for nothing. She went back to that guy. eh? She went back to that guy and took that guy back, just so that that guy can be a leech even much more. And I don't know. For me, I'd rather be alone. You'd rather be alone as a woman and raise your own children in a sane place, in a sane environment, than bringing in this kind of a guy. Like, why would you want this guy to be present in your children's life? Why? This guy who is, I don't even know what to call it. Mm, yeah, like you cannot let a guy have access to your YouTube. Never, never, Augusto. You have to be very smart. I tried that accessing her, not anymore. Speaking nothing but facts. The heart of a man, woman is this spirit. Who can know it? You have a great sense of humor, but your point are clear. We must be alert and always protect our little space, no matter who the so-called savior is. Exactly. I don't know why she is asking for money. She can work and rent like others. She has papers. Yes, she actually has green card at the moment, but like that she had to, I don't know, Jesus. It's deep, man. It's deep. It's deep. But if you are able to help her, please do, man, because I really think that she really need help. And she was only banking on the YouTube thing, because she was banking, and I don't even know, the guy discouraged her so much to an extent she left YouTube for almost 6 or 1 year, I don't know, because the guy was just he wanted her to be destabilized completely. I wish she couldn't listen to this guy and continue her YouTube. By now, maybe she could have had money for rent. You never know. She has papers or not. Why not? She has green card. It is very difficult for women to leave abusive married relationships. She's in denial. Yeah, but it was actually really abusive. So now, actually, she didn't leave. She was left. The guy packed and left. The guy told her to leave, actually. Hey, sister, Tiffany from South Africa. I have lots of love for you. Thank you. Love you too. Natural Nyota. You are so right. He may be manipulative, necessity. Yeah, it's true. We don't need to laugh on other people's misfortune. We need to help if possible. Yes, Adesanya, it's true. We need to help. We are not laughing, but we are just like saying the facts here. We are just saying the facts here. If somebody is willing to help her, she's called Mariam Shumate, and right now she's opened a new YouTube channel also called Mariam Shumate. Go support her. Go if you want to support her. She's just made a small, and the let me tell you, let me show you guys the channel that has now hacked her channel, so that you guys can know. If you want to go and watch her story, you can go there yourself. I don't want to bring her story in my channel to bring I don't want to bring her story in my channel, as in to bring her video on my channel. I just want to show you guys exactly if this one will open. The person who has hacked her channel is called Steve, and they changed the name. I don't know if you guys can see. They changed the name. It's now Steve W Live, but still there is some of her videos are still there that you can go and watch. Made a video explaining exactly, telling my side of the story of the divorce. So you can go and watch that video after clicking off my video, so that you can see exactly what I was talking about to you guys. And actually, she's made a couple of she's made a couple of videos just to tell people what went on and all that. But so guys, let me see, what did you guys continue talking? Men, regardless of color, can be a difficult and can be amazing. I think as women really when people need to stop the women, single women stigma. Yeah,
The older the man gets, the worse they get. Some are bitter with life. No, the guy was very young actually. These men will kill you if you stay in those situations. You need to stop playing with her life and get away from that man. She's still actually right now living in that house, and the brother was trying to beat her up. Like her life, you wouldn't want to be in her life right now. She's not in a good place right now. You can see how depressed she is, and whew, I feel bad for her. That is toxic and glad you left. No woman, but then you say no woman should tolerate that regardless of hate, right? Of race. But I spoke about my story. I give my story referencing to my story, but then some African women who are loyal or who are obviously refusing to want to listen to fellow women's side of the story still bash me and still saying that it's me that like. And then when I say my story, some people will find the need to bash my story. You've got a story as well, tell yours. I'm also telling my story in regards to that. So anyway, you guys, who is this telling me that I have the drama? I had the drama reloaded. Um, you have a lot of energy. Mind over matter says you have a lot of energy to deal with this type of person. I walk away easy. I don't have time to argue with men. I know, but then sometimes you like give chances and give chances. I know I'm a culprit as well at giving chances, but I said never again. Never, 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 never. My peace is more important to me than anything else. Okay, all of you guys, all of the people who want to bash me or who want to ridicule me or who want to, well, I don't care. It's my life. I live it the way I want, so I'm happy. So, oh, see, I thought with Schengen visa people are allowed to visit EU countries in Schengen zone. I'm not sure. It was your job restriction. It depends on what type of Schengen visa you have taken. There is a Schengen visa with port of entry. If you've taken a Schengen visa with a port of entry, let's say you take Germany, it's the port of entry. You cannot leave Germany and then fly to France with that same. So I stay in France. I don't fly again to I don't know where from France. It's not working. It doesn't work like that. You know, it doesn't work like that. So the one I had only Germany as port of entry, and it's multiple entry into Germany, not into the Schengen anywhere. Anyway, maybe you're not understanding me, but that's what the visa I had, and he was not understanding the kind of visa. But still, I was only there for 2 weeks, so there was not enough time to even do all this. It was just being dramatic. That's all. It makes me wonder how many women are stuck in bad relationships. I'm telling you now, shit has hit the roof. It's here on YouTube. You can go and watch. Actually, I'll tell you guys, I'll leave you guys so you can go and watch her YouTube, her story, and listen to what she had to say. It's a bit sad, but she's I'll tell you again, Steve W Live, this channel with this old man with the beard. Steve W Live. So you go and watch her and find her new channel, support her. If you have some little money to give, go and help her out. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Subscribe. Bye bye.